So I would like to start on our backs today, and you can see what's comfortable for you. It might be nice to bend the knees and maybe rest them together, or you can just straighten the legs. See what feels good. And we'll just start with the arms resting by your side. And if you feel comfortable doing so, I invite you to close your eyes. You can notice how right away closing your eyes brings your interior world front and center. And so perhaps you can notice your breath. And just see where in your body you feel the breath. Where there's movement or where there's sensation. And then we'll start to deepen the breath, placing your hands on your belly, just below your navel. And we'll inhale and exhale through the nose, if that's possible for you. And breathe in and imagine you're filling up a balloon that's under the palms of your hands. Letting your belly expand outward into your hands as you inhale. And then just like you were letting air out of a balloon, feeling it deflate as the belly relaxes on the exhale. So this is a slower and deeper breath than you're accustomed to doing. It takes some effort. And after some time, weeks or months, it will become effortless and you will begin to just breathe more deeply. Feeling the air expand the belly outward as it fills in. And then we'll move our hands and rest them on the ribs, just letting the fingertips touch. And just like before, we'll inhale into the palms of the hands and see if you can breathe so deeply that the ribs expand and the fingertips that touch move away from each other. And then as you exhale, that all relaxes back in and down and the fingertips unite again. Really making an effort to slow the breathing down, not taking a big gulp of breath, but like a long, slow sip. And then return one hand to the ground and bring the other hand to your chest, below your collarbones. And continue to breathe deeply, imagining that you're filling that balloon up under the palm of your hand. Just feeling for that expansion and that release with the inhale and the exhale. Now take your free hand and return it to your belly, keeping the other hand on your chest. And we'll bring all three parts together. So inhaling to begin into the belly hand, then up into the space between the hands, into the ribs, and then continuing to pour breath in, topping it off at the chest hand. The exhale comes out first from the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. So the breath comes in like a wave, first filling the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. And then, of course, the wave goes back into the sea, chest, ribs, belly. And just continue like that for another few moments. And if you feel like the breath is coming easily to you in all three sections, you can release your hands to the ground. See if doing that maybe points out one of the sections that maybe needs a little bit of help, and then you can return your hands there. Or maybe you notice that even though you breathe pretty easily, you need the hands there to focus your attention on where the breath needs to go, and then you might want to return your hands. And then we'll reach the arms up overhead. And now we'll coordinate the breathing with the stretching. So this is what we do in every posture, in every position that we take. And we'll just start training the body in this very simple movement. So inhaling, belly, ribs, chest, and reaching out of the hands overhead. And then when you exhale, you can let that reach relax and feel how the exhale just naturally allows the body to let go. And that inhale makes more space in the body and coordinates with stretching longer, opening more, and the exhale, relaxing, letting go of the reach. Then you can add the feet as well, reaching through the feet and the hands. Maybe it feels better to reach out of the heels, maybe the toes, see what works for you. And then you notice how everything kind of contracts back in toward the center as you exhale. The inhale moves away from the center, stretching out through the limbs. Exhaling, relaxing. Really feel how the body lets go on the exhale. So since the physical part of yoga is basically all about opening and relaxing, we see how the two phases of the breath work in our favor to allow that to happen. Good. And then on your next exhale, you'll bring the knees in and place one hand on each knee. And then as you exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Notice how that may even help you squeeze all the air out from the bottom of the lungs. And then as you inhale, as the belly opens, you can see how that may move the thighs away from you, letting the arms straighten. And then as you exhale, draw the thighs back in, emptying the belly out. Inhaling, the fullness of the belly rocks the thighs away. And then just continue like that, letting the movement be guided by your breath. Good. And then just let the legs rest in a neutral position. And we'll open the knees out to the side. The hands will come to the inside of the knees or thighs. Just feeling the weight of your hands and surrendering the legs under the weight of the hands. And then feeling the breath. So now there's not an overt physical movement. And yet as long as we're breathing, there's always movement. So see if you can feel for the inhale and the exhale within the structure of this position. Continuing to let the exhale help you relax. Continuing to breathe deeply and intentionally with awareness. Just as paying attention to the breath helps the breath, paying attention to the breath helps the attention. The mind can settle by having something to focus on. And then we'll bring the knees back in together. And then lower the left foot down onto the ground. And then bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh, just above the knee. And then clasp your hands behind the back of your left thigh. Then lower your head back down. Lift your left foot to the height of your knee and flex both feet. Deep, slow breath in, and then when you exhale, push your left foot toward your right foot. And just continue, nice, deep, full inhale. And then see if you can continue to relax with your exhale. Now, even though you're pressing your foot toward your other foot, deepening that stretch, you want to try to receive the stretch and really feel the relaxation that the exhale allows, rather than resisting and tensing up in reaction to the sensation of the stretch, which admittedly can sometimes be rather intense. So the key is to stay relaxed in the face of whatever is happening, which is, of course, a great training for life. Now keep holding on to the back of your left leg and just place your right foot on the ground. And then straighten the left leg up into the sky and point and flex the foot, reaching through the toes and then through the heel. And stay with your breath. The entire class, we try to keep our awareness centered, focused, and relaxed by breathing slow and deep and feeling the breath with our attention. Maybe you notice that you've coordinated the rhythm of your foot to the rhythm of your breath, or maybe you haven't. And the next time your foot is flexed, hold the flexed position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and lift your head and slide your hands up toward your foot. Now, if your left leg is easily straight, no bend in the knee, you can also straighten your right leg out onto the ground and flex that foot. Keep both feet flexed. Deep, slow breath in, lifting your head higher toward your foot. And then exhale and just let your shoulders relax down toward the ground. Let your elbows become heavy so that the weight of your hands is heavier on your leg. Inhale, lifting up through the crown of the head. Exhale, heavy hands, relaxing. And then slowly lower your head down, bend your right leg if it was straight, and then place your left ankle on top of your right leg, above your knee. Clasp your hands behind the back of your right leg. Lower your head and lift your right foot to the height of your knee. And then actively flex both feet. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow breath out through the nose, pressing the right foot toward the left foot. Can you continue to relax and stay supple and soft in your attitude, even if the body feels tight and tense? So maybe you can't help it if the body resists the stretch, but you can help it if your mind resists it. Relax the brow, relax the face, relax everything that you can, even if some things are not able to relax. See what is and relax there. And then we'll place that left foot down on the ground, lift the right leg, point and flex. Pressing up through toes and heel. And then hold the flex position. And then take a deep, slow in breath. Exhale, lift your head, aiming it toward your toes. Slide your hands up toward your foot. And then if that leg is perfectly straight, you can straighten the other leg and flex that foot as well. And with each inhale, you try to lift up through the crown of your head. As you exhale, you can draw your navel toward your spine. Relax your shoulder blades toward the floor. Let the hands be heavy on your leg. So when we draw the navel in, you can really feel how that helps release all the air, completing the exhale. And then lower the head. If your left leg is bent, lower it. If your right leg, and then just bring your right leg down. And just take a moment, reconnecting with the breath inside the relative stillness of the body. And then we'll bend the knees again, bringing the hands to the knees and rock lengthwise on your spine, kicking your feet so that you get some momentum, and then come all the way up and balance on your sit bones. Good. As you pull your hands toward you, you can feel those back ribs coming forward. So the hands draw toward your chest and your chest moves toward your thighs. And then see if you're able to relax through your face and neck even more. Then we'll bring the hands behind the backs of the thighs and lift the feet to the height of the knees. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Now, if you feel like you can and you want to work harder, release the arms out in front of you. If you want to work harder, lift the arms up overhead. And then if you want to work harder, straighten the legs. So if you can't straighten the legs and maintain the arms, then just keep the legs bent. And then if you want to work smarter, turn the corners of your mouth up. Good. And bring the feet down. Wrap the hands around your knees. Tuck your chin and lean back away from your legs. Maybe closing the eyes and see if you can feel the breath coming into your upper back. So there's a lot of wisdom in the body-breath relationship. And when we stretch one part of our body, often the breath will just know to go there. And the more you lean back away from your hands, the more you might feel that stretch in the upper back. And that allows the breath to open this area around your heart. We think of the heart as being in the front, but of course it's in the middle of us, so it's as much in the front as it is in the back. And I've heard it say that the front is the part that loves the world, and the back is the part dedicated to loving ourselves. So really important to open this area up, make lots of space. Good. And then lift yourself up. And then we'll straighten the left leg and bend the right leg. You might want to pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. And we'll flex that left foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, head down. And one more time, just lifting the eyes and the chin. And then exhale, relax. See if the elbows can bend at all so that there's a sense of ease in the arms. If the arms are straight and locked, then you're probably holding yourself up in some way. And you want to be able to surrender to gravity. So the arms are just relaxing. And then press down through the leg and out through that heel. And inhale long and slow and deep through the body. And then when you exhale, draw the belly in toward the spine. So imagine that you could still breathe belly, ribs, chest like we did when we began, even though your body's in a totally different position and can't really receive the breath in the same way, but have the intention to have that same breath. Good. And then inhale, roll up, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. And then stay with the breath, even though we're not moving. Keep the breath rhythmic. And cross that right foot over to the ground, to the outside of the left leg. And we'll hold on to the knee with the left hand and aim it for the left shoulder. Good. And then inhale and reach the right arm up. Get long and tall through the body. Try to stay tall and then turn to your right and place the hand down right behind your tailbone. And look over your right shoulder. Keep moving the right knee toward the left shoulder. And then try to inhale from belly to ribs to chest. When you exhale, rotate your body to the right, coming deeper into a twist. Inhale tall, exhale relax. So we don't force and strain and push our way deeper. Deepening into the poses comes from a combination of relaxing, intending, and helping. So we have to let our insides and the muscles around the spine relax if we're going to turn them. And then we just help a little bit by using the hands, just guiding that relaxation into the twist, but not forcing. And then we'll inhale back to center. Release the right leg, maybe shake the legs out a bit. And then we'll bend the left foot into the inner right thigh, flexing the right foot. Inhale, arms reach up. Good. Feel how long your spine gets and try not to shrink it when you come over so we're not collapsing. We're staying long and hinging at the hips, folding over, and then relaxing the hands and head down. And just let the hands relax. Let those elbows drop. So maybe if the elbows can't bend with the hands where they are, you bring the hands in a little bit closer to you so that the elbows can bend. When the elbows bend, the shoulders release over. And when the shoulders release over, the whole body folds a little more, then the stretch deepens. Pressing down into the back of the right leg. Inhale, slow, long, and deep. Exhale, navel in, elbows drop. It's hard for me to tell, Michael, if your elbows are bent, but maybe they could bend even more. But yeah, they are. Okay. It's just a bad angle. Great. And exhale and relax. Exhale and relax. Let the weight of your head be heavy like a watermelon. Beautiful. On an inhale, roll yourself up, reach the arms up. Exhale the arms down. Stay with your in-breath and your out-breath as we move that left foot over to the outside of the right leg. Right hand comes to the knee and guide the knee toward the right shoulder. Inhale, reach the left arm up and feel the side body grow longer and the whole body lengthen. Stay long as you turn to the left. Bring the hand right behind you onto the ground. And then as you inhale, maybe even pushing into that left hand to help lengthen your spine up even taller. Pressing down to lift up. And then exhale, relaxing and rolling the belly over to the left. And then exhaling, rolling the ribs and chest to the left. Exhaling, rolling the eyes to the left. And then use an inhale to come back to the front. Release the leg, shake the legs out. And then cross the feet at the ankles and flip over your feet onto hands and knees. Line your hands up under your shoulders. So I come onto fists because my wrists are happier that way, but feel free to come onto the palms of your hands. And the hips are lined up over the knees as well. So there's a sense of being a table with the forelegs going straight down into the ground. And see if you can really let the forelegs of the table really sink down. The more we take weight into the arms and legs, the more we free up the spine to move. So we're breathing again from belly to ribs to chest, and we're going to move the body in that same wave. So as we inhale into the belly dips down and the tailbone curls up. And then we breathe into the chest and lift the eyes. And then on the exhale, the tailbone curls down, the belly lifts, the head drops, the back rounds. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest, rippling the spine from bottom to top. reaching the eyes up and then down. And then continue at your own pace. If you're on your hands, your fingers are pointing straight ahead. And you let the breath lead. So however long it takes you to inhale is how long it takes you to come into that posture. We call it cow pose. However long it takes you to exhale, that's how long you spend in cat pose. And then come back to neutral spine, back to your table. And walk the hands one hand's length forward. Spread the fingers wide. Middle fingers are pointing straight ahead. Curl the toes under. Take a breath in. And then when you exhale, lift your knees, but keep the knees bent. Push forward into the hand, sending your hips back and your arms straight, your head down. Your knees are bent, but everything else is straight. And then feel the breath going from belly to ribs to chest. And then press your left heel down to the ground, keeping the right knee bent as the left leg straightens. Press forward into the hands and see if you can feel how that helps shift weight back to your heel. Maybe first it'll lengthen your spine and bring weight back into your hips and then down into your heel from there. And we want the weight in the fingers, not the heels of the hands. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. On your next inhale, look forward and lift your right leg up into the air. And then exhale, step your right foot up between your hands. And then if it doesn't come all the way up, then just help it up with your hand. And then bring the back heel onto the ground. That back foot will be at an angle. The front foot is pointing straight ahead. And then lift your body up. Beautiful. Bring one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the chest. Press your left thigh back and see if you can feel how that really roots that back heel into the ground more. And then see if you can stay rooted into that back heel and aim your left hip for your right knee. Nice. And then breathe from the belly to the chest. And then take the arms up into the air, continuing to breathe belly to chest, palms facing each other. And keep the legs nice and active. So you're still pressing that left thigh back, that left hip forward, and then feeling the lift up through the torso. As you exhale, you might even sink down and bring the tailbone under you to deepen the stretch. Good. And then we'll turn the belly to the left, and bring the right hand onto the right thigh, keeping it bent. Send the left arm overhead, all the way over so that you're reaching for the wall across from you. And then turn your gaze up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Push back into the left foot and out through the left arm. And it's kind of like when we began class on our back and we were breathing and reaching and coordinating those two. The right foot pushes down, the left foot pushes back, the left arm reaches out. Okay, and then bring your hands to the ground, one on either side of your foot. Straighten your back foot, step back, and then bend your left knee and press your right heel toward the ground. Press forward into all 10 fingers, sending your hips back and your right heel down. Drop your head and let it hang toward the floor. Maybe ground down into the index fingers and thumbs even more. Maybe close the eyes and just feel the breath, feel the stretch, feel the interplay between the two. On your next inhale, look forward and lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it up between your hands. And if it doesn't come all the way up, just help it up with your left hand. Bring your back heel onto the ground, the back foot at an angle, and then lift up and bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the chest. And then press the right thigh back and root that back heel down. Take a breath in. Exhale, aim the right hip for the left knee. Maybe sink down a little more. And take the arms up. Warrior one. Shoulders relax down. Press down into the feet and see if that helps you lift up through the ribs, lengthening the sides, lifting the heart. You can even take your gaze up if you wish, if you're balanced. So feeling how the upper body is really lifting and responding to the inhale. And then see if the exhale might help you feel a little more grounded. Maybe the hips drop, maybe feeling the legs nice and heavy. Feeling the relationship with the sky as you reach up toward it, and the earth as you sink down into it. And then we'll turn to the right, bring the left arm onto the left thigh. Right arm reaches overhead. Take your gaze to where the ceiling meets the wall. Push into the left foot, back into the right foot, and out through the right arm. Feeling the inhale, helping you lengthen and stretch. As you inhale, you can just relax. As you exhale. And then place the hands down onto the ground, one on either side of the foot. Straighten the back foot, step the left foot back, and both legs will be straight now. Fingers are spread wide. Chest is sinking toward the thighs, head is dropping toward the ground. And the fingers really push your mat away from you, sending your hips back and your heels down. And then once you've arrived here, you can really spend time feeling how it feels to be here. Feeling the breath inside the shape, feeling your downward facing dog, and such a good stretch for the whole back of the body. And then we'll walk the feet up to the hands. Let the knees be soft. Tuck the chin to the chest. Roll yourself up slowly. And then when you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, relax the arms down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. One more at your own pace. And then just let the arms rest by your side and keep your eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your legs sinking down into your feet. Your torso lifting up out of your legs, out of your hips. And then let your weight shift into your left foot, feeling the whole body balanced above that left foot. And then gently open your eyes and rest your gaze on a spot in front of you. So your lids are kind of half closed so that there's a sense of ease in your eyes, and yet they're focused. You choose a spot and you just stay there. Take the left arm up. Feel your breath coming in and out. Turn the right palm away from your body. And then slowly lift your right foot into your right hand, keeping the palm turned out. If you can, the hand takes the arch side of the foot. Good. And keeping your gaze locked and your attention on your breath, we'll start to kick the foot back into the hand. And it may seem like, oh, I can't even balance already, and you want me to take it even harder. It actually makes it easier when you create that tension, like pulling a bow. Okay. So what I suggest is that more than focusing on the physical, focus on your breath. I know it doesn't make sense intuitively that focusing on your breath is going to help you balance, but it does. Also, just really still your gaze. Even if you fall out of the pose, don't let your eyes fall out of the pose. Good. And relax down. Close the eyes. Let that go. It's over. Don't dwell in it. Be here. Feet on the ground, breath in the body. Starting to feel the weight sinking into the right foot. Feeling the shift over to the right. And again, the eyes open. They stay soft but firm. The right arm comes up into the air. The left palm turns out. The mind rests in the fullness of the breath and the feel of the breath as you lift the foot into the hand. Breathing deeply, focusing on the breath, resting your gaze, kicking the foot back into the hand and up. So even if you fall out of the pose, don't mentally fall out of the pose. Keep your focus, keep the steadiness, and go slowly. Take your time. Feel each breath. Watch the mind. And release it down. Good. And then we'll just let that go a little bit more actively. So we'll inhale, pull the shoulders up. Inhale, pull them up some more. Inhale, pull them up some more. Exhale out of the mouth and drop them. And again, inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. One more time. Good. And then drop the chin to the chest. Bend the knees. We'll roll over like a rag doll. Coming all the way down to the buttocks. Coming all the way onto your back.
Okay.
Thanks, Rod. And with the knees bent and the feet on the ground, you can just slightly lift your hips and tuck them under and lower back down just to lengthen your low back. And then release the legs out straight and shake the legs out. Turn the palms to face up and move them away from your body so that there's lots of space there to breathe with the palms facing up. And take a deep breath in through the nose, let it out of the mouth, letting the weight of your body sink into the ground. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth, release your jaw down, let the lips slightly part. And then one more inhale through the nose and out through the mouth, releasing the activity of your mind, letting go of the thoughts, the plans, the memories. And then we'll even let go of the breath now. So all the effort to breathe deep and slow, just let that go. As we allow the breath to just happen, however it may. And rest your attention on the feel of the breath. Maybe scanning the body to see where the breath is most noticeable. And bring your awareness there and see if you can follow the breath from the beginning of the inhale to the end of the exhale. And then the next breath. Try to park your attention in the space of your breath. And if the mind wanders, no big deal. When you notice, just come back to the breath again. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. Just letting the ground massage your back. And then come center. Bring the soles of your feet together with the knees out to the side. Bring your palms together and rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Just waking up the energy in the body again. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm. Resting your body on the ground. Resting your mind in how you feel. Noticing who you are in this moment. And then pressing into the ground, slowly lift yourself up with your head coming up last, coming into any comfortable seated position. The sit bones sinking down, the spine lifting tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.